Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Hello, this is the Hot Topic Show. It's what we do.
We won't judge, but we're judging. It's going to be juicy.
Now, here's Wendy.
Here comes trouble. Yes. You're the one. Thank you so much for watching our show. It's good to be back home. Say hello to my co-host. Hi, studio audience. Thank you for showing up. Thank you. Well rested. Now let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Well. Happy New Year! At what point can we stop saying that to one another? Like at the end of the week, right? By the end of the week, nobody wants to hear that anymore. But happy 2017. I'm glad that we all made it here together. I hope you had a great holiday. We were off for about 17 days. The first part was really good because, you fix stuff, Suzanne, around the house. You make sure Brendan cleans out the garage.
Yup.
Jack and Pete rake a leaf.
Yup.
And you make sure that that running faucet gets fixed and you watch the plumber.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we didn't go away. We were in Jersey the entire time, which is my favorite place to vacation anyway. I didn't want to be part of the airport thing. And then, by the second half of the vacation, TV started getting really good, especially when New Year's Day comes, because there was the Mary Tyler Moore Marathon, the Odd Couple Marathon, the Twilight Zone Marathon. Joe Kenda had something over on the ID channel, his marathon. I love a Joe Kenda marathon. It was just so, you know what? It was so good just to be in the house with a caftan and a turban and the heat up high and no makeup and lashes and stuff and just sleeping. I only went online like 3 times. And each time I had to be told, like, bring, Wendy, go online and look at this. This is what just happened. All right, so congratulations. Pink gave birth to her second child, a baby boy named Jameson. And, Jocelyn gave birth to her Bonnie Bell Jordan. Stevie J is the father. Which, by the way, I watched a lot of Maury and Jerry over our vacation. Anyway, and here, by the way, is Jocelyn's body. Only 4, I'm so jealous, days after. Really? Exactly, 4 days after giving birth. Well, good for you, Jocelyn. Oh, and did you hear about Serena Williams? She got engaged to this guy named Alexis Ohanian. He's the Reddit founder. Now, what is a Reddit?
Reddit's a website, and it's actually pretty popular. He's got money.
Does he?
He does.
And she's got legs for days. By the way, Norman.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh.
I'll get to it in a moment. In the meantime, rest in peace to George Michael. I was shocked and stunned. It hurts doubly when it's somebody, whose music that you enjoyed, but also when that person is in your same age group. Like, how did that happen? And then when I heard about Carrie Fisher, I was like, what? And then her mom, Debbie Reynolds, the next day. And they both leave behind Billie, the daughter of Carrie and the granddaughter. By the way, my connection to, I was never really a Star Wars person, but I was a Debbie Reynolds person. You know, she got me involved in Hot Topics. Oh, well. Let me just tell you, once upon a time, there was a girl named Wendy. And, no, listen. And back in the 70s, her mom, like most people, smoked cigarettes. And back then, even when you were in first grade, you could still go in the store and buy a pack of cigarettes and your mom would be double parked outside the family pharmacy at the Middlebrook shopping plaza. Shout out to everybody in Ocean Township. And I would go in and buy her cigarettes for her. And then she would say, keep the change. And I was captivated with Debbie Reynolds, Liz Taylor, and Todd. Eddie Fisher. Yeah, Todd is Liz's son. Anyway, you know, and the love triangle. So, you know, rest in peace to those that we lost. And congratulations to those who had their children. Now, I don't know where you were on New Year's Eve. I was in the house minding my own business. I swear to you I was. And by the way, I was asleep by 11:30. I didn't wake up until 12:30. And by the time I woke up, I started trolling around, and that's when the Odd Couple marathon was on. So that's the only thing I saw on New Year's Eve. And then I talked to my sister the next day. I'm like, Happy New Year's, Wanda. She's like, Happy New Year, what'd you do? I said, well, I was asleep at 11:30. I didn't wake up till 12:30. She said, well, you know, how you start the year is how the year is gonna be for you. I was like, okay, so I've got my loved ones in the house, you know, the Kevins and the dog, but apparently I'm gonna be asleep on the entire situation. And so will all of us, because we were all asleep. But you know, that Mariah, I'm just like, damn. I was like, why didn't I set the alarm? I was tired. But you know, she said that she reportedly didn't hear her music in her earpiece and she kept fuddling around with her ear. Well, you know, here's what I say. When you fuddle with your ear or your earpiece or something, I mean, that could be like a huge excuse. It's like if I started messing with my microphone, but you'd still see the mic dead over here, or, you know, or up in my wig or something like that. I don't know. My thought is, I think Mariah, all right, the good first. And then I'll end it on another good note, watch. Now I'm working on it for 2017. I'm working on it. Delivery is important. So here's the good. I thought she looked terrific. Head to toe, terrific. Hair, the feathers, the nude coloring, the way she had the boys, you know how they drag her around? But you know, she's very graceful with that. Did you see when they dragged her down the steps in the middle of the performance and she looked at the camera and she was still like, well, not doing much, but she looked great not doing it. All right. A lot of people in my morning meeting this morning were saying, well, why was she even there to begin with? I said, what are you talking about? You know, why would she go away? You know, first of all, she did the Vegas thing. Is that still going on? I don't know, maybe. She's about to go on tour with Lionel Richie, which, by the way, if I were Lionel, I'd cancel her on my tour. Yeah. And I'll tell you why. Lionel Richie has built a name for himself, you know, as being a very comported pop star of generations. Now, I'm sure he's got his dirt too. But when you comport yourself, you know how to keep all that stuff under the rug. If I were Lionel, I would not go out on tour with her. You know, she barely did a sound check for New Year's Eve. And you know, my thought was, well, there. By the way, the one in the, oh wait, where's the alleged boyfriend, the poser? What color is he wearing? The white pants? Look, that's such a fake relationship, it's ridiculous, number one. Number two, yeah, no, he was holding her phone because you know she can't walk, she can't hold a phone. Apparently she can't sing. You're like, what has happened, Mariah? On your worst day, you sing better than all these girls out here. All of them. And all you had to do was lip sync along with the music. Now you say you couldn't hear in your ear, but your dancers didn't miss a beat. Oh yes, the dancers didn't miss a beat, so somebody's lying, Mariah. And also, I'm not in bed with Ryan Seacrest or anything like that. I mean, I met the dude once or twice in my life. I liked him. He was nice enough, you know what I mean? But it's not about Ryan Seacrest, it's about Dick Clark Productions. They have been in the New Year's Rockin' Eve business for decades. They are not in the business of sabotaging artists for ratings, okay? Why, Mariah, they didn't even need you for ratings because even though there are a lot of other New Year's Eve shows that go on, I hosted one of them last year, the Pitbull Revolution. Yeah. But we all know, hands down, the #1 most legendary New Year's Eve, you want to have a good time and, family fun is the Dick Clark production. They didn't sabotage you, Mariah. You're sabotaging you. And furthermore, Mariah, that woman that you call a manager, no bueno. Mariah, you need to sit in a room and rock and wring your hands for a real long time and decide, decide who is really Team Mariah. Because the only one that I see that could be Team Mariah in the whole team is your makeup artist with the lip injection at the top. Him. He seems like a good Judy. But the rest of them, these people aren't out for you, Mariah. They're out for themselves. And you know what? And there's nothing wrong with that. But what is wrong with it is that you're a woman on the other side of 40 with 2 children, and you need to learn how to be your own best sounding board. Like, you should have done a sound check. You should have done a sound check. And even if you didn't want to check the sound, then you have that woman you call manager get out there, earn your keep. You get out there and sound check. I'm going back in the house. But all in all, what I have to say is, it was a debacle. I disagree. I think she should have done it, Norman. Norman doesn't think she should have.
No, she had no business on that stage. If she couldn't deliver the vocals, she really had no business on the stage to me.
Excuse me, Norman.
I love her. I love her, but that's just how.
There's nothing wrong with lip syncing. That's what I say. Look, I will take a lip sync any day. As long as I could see some good dancing or carrying or something. Yeah, who needs to sing at a concert? What am I blowing out my vocals for? You know I can sing, buy a record. But in conclusion, with this story, remember everybody, while everyone's being so hard on her, and I tried to temper this story that I'm telling you with being, hard on her, but also, giving the business to you because it's still Wendy. However, I will say, I'm reminding you, this is a woman who's barely divorced, whose barely ex-husband has some next girl pregnant. Now, you manage that heartbreak while singing on New Year's Eve and being dragged around a stage and see how you do. That's all. That's all. What'd you do?
Oh, I was at a party. I drink a lot of champagne.
Yeah? And then what happened?
And then I just went to bed at about 2.
Yeah?
And then at 6:30 in the morning, Jack woke everyone up in the house.
Why?
We were at friend's house.
Oh.
He woke everyone up and everybody was mad. I don't know if I'll get an invite ever again. These are good friends.
Yeah, but you're Suzanne.
Exactly! Exactly! Thank you.
Jennifer Lopez and Drake. please, 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 you all, please, please. Apparently a sucker is born every day, and it's called my co-host. Stop clapping for this. This is not a real relationship. You got 30 seconds from me with this. Okay, they both posted the cozy picture on social media. They were kissing and dancing at a party. Rihanna, as soon as she saw the picture, unfriended Jennifer. They also, Drake and Jen do have a song out or about to come out, or they're working on something or something. Jen, here's what I'm saying. And you know I love you. This is not a good look for you. I'm gonna tell you why. You're a woman on the other side of 40. Like Mariah. With the twins and an empire. You don't need a 30-year-old newbie on bragging rights on you. Now, if you wanted to hit it and quit it, that's one thing. But don't show evidence. Now, I don't believe this relationship, maybe it was, you know, a slide by, but not a, next story, please. I can't. Shout out to the Countess. Oh, well, the Countess in New York. Luann, she got married. She married Tom on New Year's Eve, which means that if they get divorced, then New Year's Eve will always be a bad day for her. Why do people do big events on particular days that are on the calendar? Like, as opposed to, like, why couldn't you just get married on a random January 11th? That means nothing to nobody. I mean, unless it's your birthday, I'm sorry. But, you know what I mean? Like, but they got married on New Year's Eve. Hardly anyone was there. You won't see this on TV. She demanded that the Bravo cameras not be there. She wanted it to be a private event. It's not so private, though. There's a camera there. We see something. So instead of having the Bravo cameras there, because I was like, oh, that's not very housewife-like. Or Luann is growing up. You know, like, you don't invite cameras everywhere. But here's what I found out the other part of the story is. She sold the rights to People magazine for $20,000. Now, I know $20,000 is a lot of money, but not in the bigger scheme of things if your first name is Countess, is what I'm thinking. Okay, second of all, if you're marrying a D'Agostino, now mind you, if you live here in New York, no, this is not the grocery store Empire D'Agostino. According to what what Luann told me when she was here, you know, several months ago, she whispered in my ear, you know, during the commercial, because you know I'm cheesy, I'm always asking about somebody's money. So, is this the D'Agostino? And so she said, no. She goes, he's got his family and way more money than that. I was like, yes. What does he do? Well, we didn't Google until this morning, and all we could see is that he's a New York business mogul. Well, aren't we all? In some way, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that means. I don't know what he does. But $20,000 says to me that he doesn't do that much. He didn't tell you as a businesswoman, Suzanne, don't cut off Bravo. If you enjoy being on the show, dear, and they're paying you more than $20,000, and you know, now that you're married to me, I'm a D'Agostino, you know, that's shoe money, whatever Bravo's paying you, Luann. But Lou, if you love doing the show, then don't go with People magazine. It's a bad business move. Like, if you're such a mogul and such a businessman, my dog could have said that. Mommy, don't take that money because you're cutting off the bigger money. Like, really? Nice looking man though, right? Yes. Very nice looking. Nice shaped head and everything. Bravo should have this already in their contracts. I'm so shocked that they don't have this. I mean, how many years have we been dealing with Housewives? And when they do things like this, Bravo, and you know, Bravo, I love you, but it almost makes me look at you guys like, really? So Suzanne, I'm sorry. Luann. So Luann undercut you for People magazine for $20,000 and you're not gonna fire her? Let me tell you something, Bravo. Luann is fireable. Sorry, Lou. But let me just say this. You're not that exciting on the show. You know what I mean? Like, so if I were Bravo, instead of her waking up with a pink dress, she'd be waking up with a pink slip this morning. Yeah. Like, you're out. You're done. You're done. Cool. A couple of them housewives were there. Who was there? Sonia?
Marisol was there.
Cynthia.
Yep, Cynthia.
Jill Zarin. Who's the black woman in the middle?
That's Kelly Ben-Simone.
I'm playing. I'm talking. Kelly Ben-Simone looked like she stayed in the pressure cooker the entire vacation. The hell? I mean, you know, and not for nothing, Kelly, you know I like you. You're a real natural girl. I know you don't eat this, you don't eat that, you exercise all the time, but you realize that people don't lay in the sun to turn brown like that. And do you realize that if you want to do something healthy for yourself, stay out of the sun, girl. Ew. They all look really beautiful, but the most beautiful outfit to me is this girl over here with the Fredericks boa. Who is this? I don't know her.
From Miami.
Oh, she's from Miami? Yeah, I don't watch that franchise. Look, they need to bring her in New York and inject her on Park Avenue or something. Yeah, she's a good one. She's a good one. Pretty. It was nice. Glittery and the feathers and stuff. So in the meantime, speaking of Cynthia Bailey and Atlanta Housewives, I got to see and catch up with old friends over the vacation. It was a really nice, normal vacation. You know, and I didn't go any place. I had everyone in. You know, that's what older people say, as opposed to come over. Let's have some folks in. That's what, I had everyone in, and it was just wonderful. In, out, one, and done. Just a beautiful time. Anyway, so speaking of Atlanta, we were talking about Cynthia. She was in the wedding. Now let's talk about Kenya. Did you hear that Kenya pulled a gun on... Kenya pulled a gun on 3 of her fans after they trespassed at Moore Manor. It was 2 guys at one... Kenya's got a gun. Anyway, all right, so it was 2 guys and 1 girl, and the claim is that they climbed over the fence and came up to her front door. And she posted these pictures from her security footage online, and then she went off on Instagram. Now I'm gonna show you her go-off-ishness, and then we'll talk about it more. Go ahead.
If you come over here, you come to my door, you can find out where I live, please do. Because if you come over here, you're gonna get a mother cap in your ass. No, who are you? What are you doing here? You are gonna get a mother cap in your ass. I will shoot and I will ask questions later. Try me.
Okay. Kenya, I understand you defending your place, but this is why I tell women particularly, you know, if you're a single woman, why do you need a house? If you live in anything with more than 2 doors, then you are posing for somebody. You're trying to impress somebody. Because when you're a single woman, you can get some fabulous condos with a concierge downstairs and a key-locked elevator if you want to be real fancy and you really got the coins for that. And then there's 1 door in and 1 door out and nobody's trespassing. Kenya, you need to sell Moore Manor and move to a condo. I couldn't sleep at night. And on that note, a little louder, everybody. Because trouble is back in town. And the name is Our Show. Up next, the one and only Viva A F is here to grab a snack and come on back.
January. And Wednesday, Dr. Oz is giving us his diagnosis on the latest hot topics. Plus, he's the yo in the know. The Insider's Michael Yo is taking us behind the headlines with the inside scoop.
Tomorrow on a new Wendy.
So I love when our first guest stops by, and now she's turning up the heat with a brand new show on Lifetime. It's called Vivica's Black Magic. I think you'll like this. Take a look.
I'm about to do y'all ladies a favor and create the first urban exotic male review. We want to seduce the ladies. We want to draw them in. These girls need to make it rain. My boy must know their place and realize that I am the head chick in charge.
Please welcome back to our show, Viva A F. Beautiful ensemble.
Thank you so much. You know I had to come suited and booted for you, baby.
No, I mean, thank you, Vivica. Just put your feet on those feet.
Oh, you got it.
You know, simple nude shoes. Sometimes that's the right thing, everybody.
Saint Laurent?
Saint Laurent?
Yes, darling.
Cavalli?
Cavalli, darling.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad you know your designers.
Well,
you know.
No, I read the signature on the side of the leg. It says it outside.
Always keeps it real. I love you.
Okay, so Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my sister.
And you look absolutely fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, I made sure that, the show's coming out, so I couldn't show up with, promoting a show that's fabulous and being a little chunky monkey, so.
Well, yeah.
Mommy been drinking her water and kale and salmon,
if you're going to be the pimpstress, then you've got to work the part.
Absolutely.
Do you have a resolution?
To have fun. To make sure that I have fun. Yes.
As opposed to...
To be honest with you, 2016 for me, I planted so many seeds and I worked that I just didn't get to have fun. So for 2017, I'm going to have a little bit more fun. Still work hard, but just have fun and enjoy it. Because, like, let's just say the last week, that week that we lost George Michael, Carrie Fisher, her mom and everything.
Right?
It lets us know, especially like you said, in our age group, it lets you know that life is short.
Yeah.
And so many times we work so hard that we forget to have fun.
No, I don't.
Well, sometimes I do.
My middle name is fun.
I know that's right.
But
every day.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to, like, climb the Himalayan?
Oh, hell no.
What is fun?
No, fun for me, just, hang out with my god babies a little bit more, hang out with my family a little bit more, maybe do a little bit more traveling. Just have some more fun.
Dating?
Okay. I would like to, sure.
Okay, because I saw over the holidays you spent time with your nephews.
My godsons.
Your godsons, I'm
yes,
sorry.
Christian and Quinny.
Very cute.
Thank you.
But I didn't see,
and that's Donovan, too.
I didn't see, a little boyfriend or something going on.
Girl, still happily single, but taking applications,
But you know what, though?
Because I told you, I'm praying for God to send me a good man. And I'm going to have the patience to wait for a good man.
But you have to get out there and make it happen. So here's my thing.
Okay.
Your very good friend, Star Jones, is an inspiration, one of the many, along with Fran Drescher and some other women who didn't get married or find that deep love until later on in life.
Yes.
Now Star is married. She lives in Chicago. She's got a stepson.
Yes.
I'm like, let Star go.
Yes.
So it's not too late, Viv.
Oh, no. We gonna keep hope alive. Yeah. I mean, but in the meantime, I'm still gonna work, live, and have fun. I mean, I've never needed to be completed by a relationship. I mean,
here's the thing, right? So on the commute this morning, I'm like...
yeah.
No, because I'm not asking you about 50 Cent. Like, I don't want to ask you about that. But now
You forced me to ask you about it because as long as, no, but here's why. Because as long as you're gonna clap back, then you make it a story. You know, when you know what I'm saying? Like, he can bark all he wants, but until you say something, it's not a story. Now you say something, and by the way, clever. Very clever you are, very clever. But do you think that that will, like this right here, girl. Do you think that this is going to stop you from finding maybe...
That was then. This is now. I ran into him last night at the Knicks game.
Okay, and I was going to ask you about that. Yeah. Okay. Focus. Okay, so the Knicks played last night.
Right.
Vivica was there.
Yes.
50 was there. You didn't know he was going to be there.
No, I didn't.
And he didn't know that she was going to be there. Gotta go right for what the girls asked. What were you wearing?
I had on these black leather pants, had my booty like, pow!
Okay.
And a gray sweater, and a Helen Yarmack fur. Mother was suited and booted. So,
Okay.
So I did look good. I appreciate that. Makeup was snatched.
Okay. Who were your wing people?
I was with my publicist, BJ Coleman, one of my very best friends.
I know BJ.
You know BJ. He's here, always with me.
Okay, so
Yes.
BJ knows how to then handle... Come on, Vivica, you know, we can walk past him. You don't have to go out the back door or whatever. Did you walk past 50?
No, I walked to him. It is so time for this to be over with, as far as beefing back and forth.
Please stop.
Yes, no, and that is exact. I walked over to him and I said, Happy New Year.
And who was he with?
He was with some guys. I don't remember them.
Yeah.
Well, not being mean, I just didn't know who they were. So but I introduced myself and said hello to everyone.
Now, was it at the concession stand or down at the front row? In private.
It was in private. They have a room in Madison Square Garden.
In the back.
That's very lovely, and
Yes.
they treated me lovely. Thank you, on Madison Square Garden. The seats, everything was dope.
And
but anyway,
so
back to this.
So there were no fans.
No fans, no cameras, no nothing. And
Perfect.
someone has to be the bigger person. And so I walked over to him.
Okay.
And we sat. I gave him a hug. We talked for a few minutes, and that was that. And hopefully...
A few minutes, how many?
When it was, I think about 5 or so.
That's good.
Yeah.
Look,
Don't forget.
Did you smell good, like when you hugged?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the boobs were up.
Yes.
Like, no.
Yeah.
Was he giving you more looks than me? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you know, you guys, I know y'all don't know, but I will always have love for him. As much as we've been through, I will always have love for him. I've said that he was literally like my true love, and I hated that we had to. He was, you guys, and I hated to have to beef with him, but I don't let nobody mess with me. I ain't no punk, and y'all know that. But I did. I loved him, and I told him last night, I always love you. We're not meant to be together, but I'll always have love for you.
Oh, do you want a tissue?
No, I'm okay.
You are gorgeous. Okay. All right. Let's get off of that.
Yeah.
And no, she doesn't need a tissue. Nothing
good,
escaped.
you guys, yeah.
She's from Detroit. You're from Detroit.
I'm from Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. I'm
yes,
sorry.
Midwest,
right?
Midwest.
Right. She's not crying.
Yes,
not like that.
not at all.
Okay. So now, let's talk about your new show, where you could perhaps find low-key new love.
Yeah, no.
You.
I am not dating the help. No. And I don't mean that mean, but these are my boys and my family. We work together. No, come on. You know what I meant. I mean, I love my boys, and we work together, and all of us have a very professional relationship. There are days that I do lose focus when they walk by me with all of that going on. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Let's keep that real, because, baby, some days I'm like, refocus, Vivica. Damn. Okay.
Okay, so the show is called Black Magic.
Yes, it is. And this was my brainchild. I did a film called Chocolate City with Jean-Claude Lemaire, and I said, listen, this is the gift that can literally keep on giving. These guys, we could do a reality show, we could do a tour. And so he said, hey, okay, how about you go pitch it with me? We pitched it to Howard Owens at Propgate. He was having a meeting that day with a gentleman from Lifetime. And he said, do you mind sticking around pitching it to him? They literally bought it. 8 episodes. A year later, here we are.
Wow.
It's the fastest I've ever honey.
I remember last time you were here, you mentioned it briefly, but now you're here, it's come to fruition. So look, Vivica has a special surprise for our audience.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Vivica.
You guys, you remember I told you, Mama likes to keep it tight and right, and I was gonna, bring y'all a little magic. So, come on, boys. Come show 'em what you're working with.
Wednesday night at 10 on Lifetime. Ask Wendy is next. Welcome back. Vivica was fun, right? Being a good talker. Anyway, have a seat. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How can I help?
My name is Sabrina, and my husband's in the military. He's currently stationed in Korea. When I went to visit him, I found out he cheated on me. And when I asked him
How'd you find that out?
Because I went through his phone.
Cheating with somebody over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, once I went to visit him, and I questioned him about it, he was like, well, you're not here. And so I was like, oh, okay, so does that mean that I can do my thing too then? So I want to know, ask you, is it okay if I have a free pass since he said you're not there? I should be able to do my thing too, right?
I can't talk like that. I'm a married woman. But all I'm saying is, look into my eyeballs. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Caitlin. How you doing?
Hi, Caitlin. How can I help?
So I'm a nurse, and my manager at my job is kind of a bully. So anytime, we have a free minute and we're just sitting around chatting, I'm always the one who gets called out. But I don't know how to approach her about it.
Called out how?
She shushes me, and I'm always the one, get back to work, that kind of thing, even though it's a free minute.
Are you the newest on the job?
No.
Are you the youngest on the job?
I might be.
How long has your manager been there? Is she older and crotchety?
No, she's no, she's a couple years older than I am.
Oh, competition.
Yeah.
So your question is?
How do I address her without getting fired?
You can't address it. You just
gotta take it.
Just understand you're going to be shushed and figure out how you can work your way around that and still keep your job,
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. We have time for more. Come on over.
Hey, Wendy. My name is Ravenna. How you doing?
How you doing, Ravenna?
So recently, my best friend, her younger brother, confessed that he had feelings for me. I just laughed it off because I have no interest in him at all, and I have a boyfriend. So I was wondering, want to ask you, should I tell my best friend or just keep it to myself?
Okay. How old are you?
22.
Okay. And how long have you been best friends with her?
Since 10th grade, so for a while.
So this boy has known you since a long time?
We all went to the same school.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't say anything to her about it. Part of being a woman is understanding that you don't have to tell everybody everything that happens to you. Being a woman, a big part of it is being able to fight your own battles without calling other people for backup, So I wouldn't say anything. And you cut him off properly?
Yes.
So then leave it alone. Okay, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Celebrity Said What is next. Don't go far.
Thursday, our all-new January continues. She's the world's best walker and a straight talker. Do you have love in your life right now?
Well, you seem to have said I do.
Naomi Campbell on her next starring TV role.
Thursday on a new Wendy.
All right. And so we're back. And it's time to play Celebrity Said What. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Irina. I'm from Ukraine. Jak sprawy, Wendy? How are you doing?
Oh, thank you.
In Ukrainian.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
All right, so here we go. All right, here's your first celebrity quote. I always forget you're supposed to chill rosé. I'm new money. Is that Jennifer Lawrence, Drake, or Mariah Carey?
It sounds divish. Mariah Carey?
Now, you know, based on New Year's Eve, she knows how to chill some champagne. No, it was actually Jennifer Lawrence. It's okay.
Oh.
I got one more for you. I got one more. Okay. All right. My work is rebellious, but my lifestyle isn't rebellious. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't party. I'm quite square. Is it Taylor Swift, Jennifer Lopez, or Madonna?
I know this one. It's Madonna.
Yes! Congratulations. Here you go, girl. You got your dinner for two at a place here in New York. It's called American Whiskey, and we'll be right back. Shop now at wendyshow.com to spill the tea with a Wendy mug. Fan out with a Diva Fan. Or put the in your day. Here it is, my almost legendary How You Doing Diva Fan. And it's for my eye candy of the day. Today, her name is Sheila Marie, and she's from Miami. Yay! How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. So you're a model and you're an actress?
Yes.
And I love your outfit.
Thank you so much.
So well put together.
Thank you.
Talk about it.
Well, to be quite honest, I'm a bargain shopper. So this fur vest, I got it for about $30.
Okay.
This dress, same price, and my shoes are actually from Bugatti.
Perfect. Here's your Diva Fan, Sheila, and we'll be right back. Wouldn't you agree you're having a good time? You want a good time? Okay, because if you're ever in the New York City area, join me, be part of my co-host, my studio audience situation. Go to wendyshow.com. The tickets are free. We show you a good time, and we will be right back. Viva A F is the gift that keeps on giving, isn't she? My co-host, my studio audience, you guys are tied for first place. Thank you. Tomorrow, our friend Dr. Oz stops by with some healthy tips for the new year. Plus, I've got you covered with all the juicy hot topics. It's good to be back. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy.
Nice.